Richard Camp stopped an armed bank robber in California with his bare hands, and we have never before seen surveillance footage of Richard bravely tackling the robber known as the Sports Bike Bandit, who was carrying 2 guns and a knife. Take a look. Just after 10 a.m. on March 5th, Richard Camp makes a routine visit to his local bank, Farmers and Merchants Bank in Long Beach, California. What happens next? All recorded on this bank surveillance video. On the left side of your screen, you can see Camp at the counter speaking with a teller. A minute later, a man wearing a motorcycle helmet, he's been called the Sports Bike Bandit, walks up on his right, throws Camp to the ground, and wielding a gun, he holds up the bank. Camp collects himself. A minute passes, then another. Soon, the bank robber with a bag full of cash walks past Camp, spilling money on the ground. Then he attacks another innocent bystander. That's when Camp makes his move. He jumps the bank robber and wrestles him to the ground. The robber shoots him in the leg, but Camp keeps him pinned on the ground until police arrive. An armed robbery foiled safely. And we are joined now by Richard Camp and his lawyer, Eric Dubin. Thank you so much for joining us. And Richard, this is just an incredible story. Take us back to that first moment when you realized what was happening.
Just real quick, I got bumped on my right-hand side, and the gentleman used expletives and said, "This is a robbery, and don't move or you'll get killed." And I looked to my right, and at first I looked and saw his helmet, and then I saw the shiny gun, if you will, and that's when I realized it was real.
What made you decide that, I got to do this?
Well, a couple things. I mean, I know everybody at the bank there. I know people that just graduated college, just got married, people that are moms and grandmas that work there. And I'm like, they all want to go home to their families, and I want to go home to mine. I feared for my life, and I feared for theirs.
And we see this moment now where you're wrestling to the ground. There's all this money on the ground, and you're sort of wrestling along with him, and you finally get him pinned down. And where's the gun at this point?
Gun's in his right hand, and I hear the click, 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 and I know at this point that there's no more bullets. 6 shots have gone off, and right now, exactly, that's shot number 6. That's the one that hits me in the leg. Now I fall off of him. And
so you actually got shot right there?
Yeah, shot number 6.
And you've got him pinned down now. Someone else comes over to help you out?
Correct.
Is he saying anything?
He's complaining that he can't breathe. He's like, "All right, you got me, you got me." And I'm sitting there at that point, really don't care that he can breathe or not. I just want to make sure that he can't shoot me anymore.
And this is going on for quite some time. Where's the security guard?
Security guard's outside. As a matter of fact, it was sort of funny. I actually parked my truck about 200 feet away. I have a big contractor truck. It's hard to park. And I noticed that right next to me was a security guard on the back of a car with his arms crossed talking to a guy. So he's about 200 feet away, couldn't even see the door entrance. And, I had to scream for another guy to go get him and bring him in.
So this wasn't a one-off for the robber. He had tried to do this before. How much jail time is he facing now?
He's looking at 40+ years. This is, I think, robbery number 9. 2 guns, 70 rounds of ammo, a hunter's knife, protective gear. Something bad was going to happen, and you're talking to a hero here. And what's always been great about America is we take care of our heroes. And that's really why I'm sitting here.
What did you hear from the bank?
I got some flowers from them on the first day. I got a letter from their insurance stating that they had a limited insurance policy, nothing more than that. And so I was confused when privately I got this insurance letter saying they had a limit of $10,000.
Yet you have what, $75,000 in medical bills?
I mean, we're talking about $80,000 in medical bills, not being able to earn a living for a year or so. I mean, this is a man who's really suffering for his heroics. And this case would be over if the bank would just pay his medical bills. That's all we want.
What are you looking for?
Just to get back to normalcy, to tell you the truth. I just want to live in Long Beach with my wife and my daughter and get back to normal life. I walked into the bank able to work. I left not for a little while, and when I get back to the ability to do that, that's awesome. That's what I want. I want normalcy.
Okay, well, good luck getting that normalcy. Thank you for saving a lot of lives that day. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
After that interview, the bank did release a new statement to us. In it, they maintained that while they did in fact offer to pay Mr. Kemp's medical expenses after the shooting, Kemp's attorney, quote, threatened litigation and told F&M that Mr. Kemp was not interested in payment of his medical bills because his medical expenses were covered by his wife's insurance policy. And now that Kemp has filed a lawsuit, the bank says they have no recourse but to turn it over to its attorneys and resolve the matter in court. We want to know what you think about this story. Go to abcnews.com/GMA and weigh in on our shout-out board.